If you struggle with intrusive thoughts, this one is for you. So when you're struggling with anxiety, you get a lot of intrusive thoughts, right? Like, what if it's this? What if the doctors have missed something? What if by the time someone figures it out, it's going to be too late? What if this new pain or ache means it's this? And so what's happening is that you get a lot of these intrusive thoughts. And so what a lot of people try to do is they try to fight these thoughts. They try to analyze them. They're like, okay, well, what if it is this? Well, then what if it happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? Oh no, I'm too scared to do this. I'm too scared to do that. And then what happens is that these intrusive thoughts end up getting more fuel. What the idea is that a lot of people think that if you figure out or fight these thoughts, the thoughts end up going away. But here's the thing, fighting with the thought only makes it come even stronger. The phrase, if you resist a thought, it persists, meaning if you try to fight it, it comes back more. What happens over time is that these what-if scenarios seem very likely, and the more you analyze it and the more you try to figure it out, the more likely it seems. And so here is the hack. When you're struggling with intrusive thoughts, it's very important to identify what is a thought and what is thinking. Yeah, they're not necessarily the same thing. Thoughts come and go. They're empty, often trash talk, right? It's like, what if it's this? What if it's that? It's just emptiness. It's just your anxiety trying to find something so that it stays alive. Thinking, though, thinking is an active participation, right? If you're thinking about something, that actually requires energy, right? And so what happens is that when a thought comes, people feel like they have to think about it. For example, what if the doctor missed something? But I feel like it's this. So what if it's something else? Maybe I can Google search, or maybe I can try to figure this out. And so what they're doing is that they're thinking. Now, it's the thinking that fuels the thought. The more you think about it, the more the thought comes. What people naturally try to do is they try to stop a thought. And that never works because, again, if it persists, then if you resist, it persists, right? It comes back even more. But if you just let the thought come in, but not actively participate in it, well then the thought burns itself out. Now, this doesn't mean you're distracting yourself all the time, or you're doing this, or you're doing that. Really what you're doing is you're acknowledging the thoughts there, and then you're just letting it be. You don't have to analyze every single thought. I think humans get, 30 to 60,000 thoughts a day. You don't have to analyze and figure out every single one. This means even the scariest one, because the thing is that if you've gotten everything ruled out, you're good. If you focus on the anxiety, all of this ends up going away. So don't involve any sort of thinking. Let a thought come in and you'll see the thoughts burn themselves out and you never had to do anything about it. If you want to learn more about how to overcome this, check the comments. There's a bunch of free resources.